Let's say for this effect, I can hand the deck over to the spectator and they can give it a shuffle. After they're done shuffling the deck, they can hand it back to me, and I would explain to the spectator that I'm going to riffle up the side of the deck, and all they have to do is just call out stop. So let's say they call out stop right here, and I tell them, we can keep going or we can stop here. And let's say they want to keep going and they call out stop right here. Now I'm going to turn my head because I don't want to see the card you stopped on, but this is your selection. Go ahead and remember this for me. So once the spectator has remembered their card, I can hand the deck over to the spectator and they can give it a shuffle. After the spectator is done shuffling the deck, they would hand it back to me, and I would explain to them that I'm going to make a few piles here, and I'm going to try to find their card. So I think I'm going to take this as one of the piles. I think we can do this pile. I think we can do this pile. And last but not least, I think we can do this pile. So because we have some cards here, we can actually place them on the other piles and try to make them actually even with the rest of the piles. It's not going to be perfect, but I think it's going to do. So we'll take off a few here, and we'll add some here. It doesn't matter. So now because we have 4 piles here, I would have the spectator go ahead and point to a pile. So let's say they point to this pile. They can take this and they can put it off to the side for them. Now, something I forgot to mention at the beginning is not only we're going to have the spectator, but we're going to have 2 other people as well, because we have 4 piles. So the spectator, the magician, and then 2 other people. So now the spectator can actually point to another pile. Let's say this one, and it doesn't matter who they give it to. So let's say they give it over here. So now the spectator can point to another pile, let's say this one. They can hand it to this spectator, and that means I would take this one. So now that everyone has a pile, here's what we would do. I would explain to the spectator, and each of them actually, I would like them to start dealing cards and count how many cards they have. So because I don't have a few spectators, I'm going to have to play each part here. So in this case, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's say the next spectator is also counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? Let's say the next spectator counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And finally, the spectator that chose the card goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So finally, once we have each counted their piles, I would explain to the spectator that now we can start throwing away some cards like this, okay? But don't go through all of your cards. So let's say we go through this many. Let's say the next spectator goes through that many. Let's say the next spectator, I don't know, goes through 1. They could go through more, it doesn't matter. And let's say finally this spectator goes through this many. Finally, after we're done, we're going to go ahead and count one more time how many cards we have. And this is sort of like a poker game, because we dealt our cards down, we burned some cards, so we got rid of as many as we wanted. And now we're going to count one more time, just in case we forgot that number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. that this spectator has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not bad, matching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And finally, the spectator has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I would explain to the spectator, keep in mind, the deck was shuffled, you thought of any card, you also changed your mind, you then shuffled the deck, I made 4 piles, and you also gave each spectator a pile. And then we dealt through our cards, we burned as many cards as we wanted, and then we counted how many we have. Wouldn't it be crazy? I would be asking the spectator that thought of the card, wouldn't it be crazy if their card was in this pile? Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't be, because about half of the cards are here, so there's a good chance the card could be in here. But here's the crazy thing. What if the card was in the spectator's pile right here? Now that would be even more crazy. But not only that, what if the card was on top? And I would ask the spectator for the first time ever, name the card out loud you selected, or you thought of actually. And let's say they say out loud right now. And they can go ahead and turn over the top card on their pile, and it is the King of Clubs. Hopefully that is their card. But wait, there's 3 other piles. This was sort of like poker. And you know what's better in poker than one card? A 4 of a kind. And that's why this spectator can turn over their top card and they see they have a king. But that's not all. This spectator can turn over their top card and they have a king as well. That means me, the magician, I have one more king as well. So, that was the performance for this effect. The next video I'm going to upload will have the tutorial, just because I think this is actually my longest performance to date. So, if you would like to learn how this trick is done, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe with the notification bell on, so you know when I upload the tutorial. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time with the tutorial for this effect. Bye.